name is Arnav Dahon, and today I'm going to give a short but an interesting presentation on an interesting product of modern science, which is satellite TV shows. Satellite TV shows is a type of modern science product which enriches our mind through providing us various information of the world from a small screen in our living room. Satellite TV is an interesting product because it allows us and enables us to get every sort of information and knowledge from all around the world through a small screen. And one thing about all the products of modern science is that every single product of modern science has its own bad effect. And unfortunate for us that in the case of modern science TV shows, this is not an exception at all. Although satellite TV shows have various type of positive ways, like you get various types of educative programs and you get to know various things about various culture, not only it enriches your mind about knowledge, but also enriches your own values and moral ethics. And but the thing is that as a great product of modern science, it has a huge drawback that in the case of satellite TV shows, it does not have any regulation that what you are getting as a viewer. Either you are getting various educative programs or else you are getting various immoral activities from our TV shows. Let me give you an example. In the case of our young generation, first of all, in the case of modern science, every single product has a direct link to entertainment needs. So as modern TSLRS satellite TV shows as a entertainment make, our young generation gets addicted to it because they of course love dopamine release. So in the case of modern day young generation, they get addicted to the TV shows not because of educative programs but for various types of wrong activities that the TV shows portray, specifically the Western values and Western shows. In the case of our young generation, they are getting addicted and getting various types of Western means into their minds. Not only that results in our own cultural degradation, but also results in our own perform of immoral activities. Such example is that if, for an example, your child watches a cartoon on violent memes, I'm just setting an example. This is not practical, but if your child is watching a cartoon on Western TV, on a violent meme, then your child will eventually grow up to be aggressive, and that's the same problem in the case of off-screen films, dramas, music, and everything. Not only it degrades our own cultural values but also our moral ethics. So in this way, our young generation is degrading day by day. And there is another drawback, which is that usually different types of TV programs run on TRP. TRP means all of the viewership that viewer watch, and from that viewership the TV program owners get money. So if the young generation prioritize the bad things, the good things or the educative programs gets demoralized. And thus, after they are earning less from the educative programs, those educative programs which are helpful to us, which we should watch, gets banned or cancelled. One such example is BBC Janala in Bangladesh. In around 2005 to 2010, I suppose, BBC Janala was a huge impact in our society. It shows us various English programs which not only prioritize our English learning, speaking capabilities, but also let us enjoy various types of English good lessons. Thus, not only it improves our own English knowledge, but also improves our fluency and practice of English in our day-to-day life. But as our young generation does not watch that TV show, but watches the other bad things, thus the BBC Janala's TRP will low, and eventually the show owner or the hosts are forced to run down the BBC Janala's television show. Thus, we got a bad effect right here that the educative programs are getting cancelled day by day. And if this continues, one day will be such an example that the TV shows only portrays all the Western means which are bad for our society and which can result in our extreme degradation of culture and tradition and value. So what we have to do is to focus on preventive measures. We should not waste our time by watching those Western TV shows which not only degrades our own moral ethics but also degrades our own culture. And we should watch all the educative programs to know all the information all around the world and get to know various other things which are important and crucial for our own development. And thus, we prioritize the educative programs which we need in our future, and not prioritizing the Western TV shows which degrades our own values. And thus we can build a society and a happy culture which gets benefit from this great invention of modern science product. And thank you everyone, that was it for my presentation on satellite TV shows in the modern science. Thanks for listening to my presentation.
Thank you.